Hey, what's up, everybody? Time for another fitness health progress video because I finally, just yesterday, started TRT. So I don't want to dwell on this sort of stuff too much, but just because people ask, yes, look, it's my name, Clayton, blah, blah, blah. That's my health history. I've had a lot of fucking health problems throughout my life. You can watch those videos if you want to see it, blah, 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 blah. You get it, right? But let's go to, I have so many windows open. Where is this? So let's see where I started off because I have finally thrown away my natty card, right? So let's see where I started off my fitness journey. Where is this? I know I'm slow. I'm not computer savvy, right? I know I took this picture recently, or the picture's on the right recently, but thinking back, that was 2004 after radiation, and I've been on disability since 2003 actually. And then this would be 2009, I think it is, when I first started being able to work out again. After all the dying stuff happened, and again, watch the videos to see everything that happened. But this was about 2009 sometime, and I'm like, I finally was able to work out after like a year after all the dying stuff happened, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make health my most important thing in my life. I don't want to die a sick person, right? And I still think the best I looked is around this time, from around 2016 to around 2018. And my pictures were getting stolen a lot on the internet, and I still begrudgingly, I wish I could have taken advantage of it more, but I couldn't. But I still feel like that was my peak, 2016 to around 2018. And of course, I mean, look at that, dude. And yes, I'm full natty, so I just look at that and I'm like, wow, my abs look pretty cool. But I do feel it was like a perfect storm, quotation marks, so to speak, because my health had taken a turn for the worse again. And I was about 4 months where I actually couldn't, walk on and off, and people were taking care of me. Let me just make sure this is still showing so you're seeing these images. Again, I'm not computer savvy. Like, I was looking ripped. And then when Pokemon Go came out, like I said, it was almost like a perfect storm of 4 months. Like, maybe my body was giving itself sort of like a recovery phase or something almost, because I couldn't really do anything most of the time for 4 months, and then slowly started working out again. And Pokemon Go came out, and then I was walking a lot, and man, I was looking ripped. I'm looking pretty goddamn fucking ripped there, and then finally we'll take this thing off, and this is what I look like. I took this video yesterday. Media source, let it play. Can you see? That's what I look like. That's the final natty picture of my life, or video of my life, I guess you could say. But I digress. So we'll move this here. So what made me finally decide to take TRT, again, and who knows exactly how long I've had testosterone problems. It's hard to say. At least since around 2010, I think it was, when I first saw testosterone problems. And, I had the tumor, and, I was being offered testosterone stuff. And even when I went to Cleveland Clinic, they're like, oh, you have way too much muscle. This must be wrong. But you're at Cleveland Clinic for like a week, and they're like, oh yeah, I guess you do have it. Over and over you test it, and they had tried to give me Clomid, but the Clomid it raised my total testosterone, and it didn't do anything for the free testosterone. And it also raised my estrogen so high that I had to start taking Arimidex, and that was not good. I would say basically it made me like sick to my penis. Like, you ever get like sick to your stomach? It made me like sick feeling to my fucking penis. Actually, it was it did not feel good. So I got no benefits from that. So I tried the Clomid thing. God, I don't even know how long Clomid was. I don't even think it was a full 2 months. Maybe it was 2 months I tried Clomid. Is it 2 months? It couldn't have been 3 months. It might have been 2 months. But yeah, I got no benefit from it. It did raise my total testosterone, but I never got any benefit from it. In terms of free testosterone, it raised my estrogen so high to take Arimidex. So since then, though, that was a long time ago now. That would have been 2012. I have been able to raise my total testosterone just normally, but through stuff like taking lots of herbs and tons of vitamins and all this kind of stuff. But I've never been able to get the fucking my free testosterone to rise, and I have high sex hormone binding globulin, and I've tried so many different things, and I just, the fatigue has just become more and more worse and worse as the years have gone on. I still have, I just showed my health record at the beginning of the stuff. I'm still on disability, so. And it takes so long to recover from, I have all these cluster headaches and these chronic migraines, and it takes so long to recover from just a migraine now or cluster headache, whatever it is. Like, even if you only get a couple a week, I'm like out for basically like 2 days. It's fucking terrible. So, I'm sure there's some just getting older. It's just so hard to recover from anything. The fatigue is getting worse. Obviously, the bipolar sex drive, who knows, maybe that's actually kind of helped me somewhat, because I've had different kinds of periods of my life where I've been a little bit popular with girls, you could say. Some girls hate me, some girls like me, but, maybe the bipolar sex drive has helped me, because who knows, maybe there would be little baby Claytons running around or something. But it's also hurt because, I've a lot of fun times I could have had that I just, did not end up having, I guess you could say, right? But yeah, the fatigue, it's just gotten so bad, especially after getting long COVID the second time. I struggle to even get through a walk now for over 2 years. And I had recently, and for people asking, they're like, how big are you? So I'm 5'11" out of bed, 175 pounds in kilograms, centimeters, so 181 centimeters out of bed. With a good stretch. I'm getting older though. Hitting 181 centimeters out of bed, I need a pretty good stretch nowadays. That's why I wear the boots, make me a little bit taller. But, and I think is it 75 kilograms then? Would that be weight? 175 pounds? Something like that. But, recently I had realized, oh my God, I don't know how much it's actually showed up on camera, but I was like, whoa, I've been gaining weight. And I'm sure a lot of it was water, but, I'm like, this not being able to even get through walks is affecting me. Like, I'm starting to gain weight, dude. So the fatigue, all this kind of stuff, I'm just like, I don't know. I've tried my hardest, and obviously there's a moral thing that it sucks to start, because I've done everything I feel like in my power to try to put it off, but I just don't know what else to do. I've tried the sleep stuff. I feel like I've tried everything, but you can watch those videos where I go over all stuff a lot. And of course I'm worried because since long COVID, my hair is finally starting to grow back pretty good after long COVID. So I have been worried about, the insecurity in me. I don't want to lose all my hair. I've had times where sick and a ton of my hair has come out, dude. So obviously I don't want something like that to happen, right? But so hopefully hair is okay. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna start updating the channel. How much am I taking? The prescription was for 200, but obviously I'm gonna start slow, so I'm only gonna take 100. And actually this first week I'm probably just going to do 80. I might just do 80 the first couple weeks, just because, I still have some testosterone left in my body, obviously. So I want to start slow. And one of the things that I worry about too is, because I have high sex hormone binding globulin, apparently I'm one of those people that is prone to having to take a bigger dose, but then that can lead to more estrogenic side effects. And obviously I had a time in my life where I had to take Arimidex, which I don't want to touch again. Hopefully I don't get bloated. Hopefully I don't get pimples and everything like that, which I'm sure I've talked about on my channel, but maybe not much. You think about all the health problems I've had. Do you realize I'm really like the only person in my family that ever had like acne? I'm the only person that ever had like acne in my life, or in my family. I'm the only person that had blonde hair, like blue eyes, So I had the weird genetic lottery when I was born. I guess just I was the blonde hair, blue eye prick kid. I'm the one with all the health problems. I'm the only one that had like acne. So hopefully I don't get acne again. Um, hopefully I don't get bloated because I'm prone to getting bloated too. So I'm worried about side effects, but I just feel like, I'd made that video recently, looking at these pictures and, we can look at them again. What was it? Where is it? The window capture? I don't remember. Did I close it? Did I close the window? I guess I closed the window of the pictures, but anyway, I was just like, I made that video recently. I was like, oh my God, dude. I've been on disability more than 20 years now, dude. And, I look at those pictures and I'm like, man, that's fucking scary. And of course, on a certain perspective, you can see, God, hair's all fried coming out. And, it's very scary being sick and, having times in my life where, doctors are like, you could die, will, here's will if you want to write it, that kind of stuff. And I feel like, as I said in these other videos, a lot of it's just a moral victory. And it's like, I've spent 20 years of a moral victory that I'm still alive. And, I guess that's cool, but I can't even enjoy it. Like I said, it's around 2016 to 2018. My pictures were being stolen on the internet a lot. And I couldn't even really take advantage of it because, especially at the time, I had only just started walking again for a time. So, I don't know. I just think I'm getting older and the health is still the same. It's getting harder and harder to fake. And I guess we'll see. I will say my first shot, or I give it to myself right there. I'm bad at giving myself shots for a person. For a person that has spent the majority of their life in a hospital, let me say I'm pretty bad at giving myself a shot. It wasn't that it like hurt going in, but actually maybe I hit something because it was kind of sore after, and I still can kind of feel it a little bit. But I just couldn't get the air bubbles. I've never given myself a shot before, so I'm like, I can't. I was getting pissed off. I thought it's like, okay, I'm watching every YouTube video. How do I make sure there's no bubble? Flicking the motherfucker. Took me like a half hour to give myself my first shot. Hopefully that doesn't happen every time because there was just a single bubble every time I did it, and I could not get this motherfucking bubble, no matter how many times I tried. So Clayton is not dexterous or good at giving himself an injection, I guess, but I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna update my channel with this stuff from now on. We'll see how it changes things. Really hope the fatigue, and we'll see how it goes. Aesthetic wise, as I've said many times, I'm not super concerned about getting buffer because even when you look at those videos or pictures like 2016, 18, whatever, I was always just saying, man, I wish I could just get about 5 pounds of muscle on the top of myself and I'd be, that's all I need to do, because I'm already looking pretty ripped, just a solid 5 pounds, maybe give me a bit of a Instagram butt, but that just goes to show you, I guess, God, I've been almost at my peak for almost 10 years, 8 years, where the fuck has been. 2016 would have been, I think 2017, 18 is probably the best, but 2016, I was still looking pretty ripped, right? But anyway, I guess we'll see how it goes. I'll be updating my channel with that. I'll still do video game stuff, but obviously I still have a number of videos I can upload to the channel. I just gotta edit them, but they're all kind of ready to go. I just gotta talk over them basically. But gonna try to update the channel with how the TRT stuff goes. So Clayton has thrown away his natty card. He is officially no longer natty. But maybe you can look at those pictures and be like, Clayton, you've been dying before. Your health is shit, and you still were able to fake it enough that people would steal your pictures on the internet. So maybe that's motivation. I don't know. Anyway, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share. Support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.